Hi, hello, and welcome back to F1 Challenge Career Mode. My name is Mephisto, and today we're heading off to Hungary for round 13 of the 2003 Formula 1 season. Let's get started.
Located just a few kilometers from Budapest, the Hungaroring combines just one straight of note with a complex selection of slow to medium speed turns. Opinions on this circuit are very much divided, but whether you love or hate the venue, it appears to have a long-term future in the F1 calendar, being the only race hosted by a country from the former Eastern Bloc.
So here we are in qualifying, coming around to finish my hot lap, and that is a 124.540, so we'll be starting from the back.
Hello there. Welcome to Hungary. The weather, as so often is the case here, is just wonderful. Raikkonen first. Montoya second. Schumacher third. Fernando Alonso consistently outpaced his championship rival. He starts fourth. Coulthard fifth. Mark Webber sixth. Cristiano D'Amata was consistently faster than his teammate. He starts seventh. Ralph Furman eighth. Schumacher ninth. Jos Verstappen 10th. Frentzen 11th. Giancarlo Fisichella 12th. Barrichello 13th. Trulli 14th. The Toyota driver 15th. Jacques Villeneuve 16th. Heidfeld 17th. Button 18th. Antonio Pizzonia 19th. Justin Wilson 20th.
And here we are now on the grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix. It seems that I won't be starting from the back. 5 people exceeded the quali lap limit and thus were disqualified. Lights are out and we're off, and I almost crashed into the Sauber of Heinz-Harald Frentzen. That could have been bad. But more importantly, I've now dropped to the back of the field. However, as we approach turn 1, I get around Pizzonia and Wilson. Next would be Heidfeld and perhaps even Barrichello. However, I'm not expecting too much of this race. It's really no secret that I kind of suck at Hungaroring. But I will give it my all and hope that I can at least climb up into the midfield. That would be quite nice. And here is a replay of the start. Almost everyone pulls away from the grid, except of course Frentzen, who is probably having some problems with his car. He either stalled the car or can't get it into gear. Meanwhile, I fell down to the bottom of the field, but then gained 2 places through turn 1. So we already have our first retirement, unless of course Frentzen manages to get his car going. And Justin Wilson just got around me. I should try and take back that position as soon as possible, as I go wide through this right-hander and now Pizzonia also overtakes me. Gotta pay a bit more attention at what I'm doing. But look at the gap they already pulled on me. That's insane. I hope that this is not a sign that the car is uncompetitive on this track. That would be quite awful. And the pack continues to build a gap as we now come around to finish lap 1 of the 2003 Hungarian Grand Prix. Frentzen is still stuck on the grid and the cars in front are slowly pulling a gap. So let's try and pick up the pace. Lap 3 and I go wide out of this left-hander, touch the grass and spin, losing me a whole lot of time. This is not good. I'm really falling behind now. Lap 6 and this is the same corner as before. This time I failed to brake in time and go wide again and off the track. I rejoin but then I go off again. We're not doing too well today, I'm afraid. The gap to the next car is nearly 23 seconds. That's a lot. This is lap 12. Again I brake late into the corner and go off. And by this point I was starting to get a bit desperate, which when it comes to me, it generally means that I will be making mistakes left and right. Lap 13, and I was still trying to catch up to the pack, And we have an incident somewhere on the track. We haven't had much of those in this race, so let's have a look. So here's the replay. We have Verstappen and Damata in front, followed by Villeneuve and Barrichello. As they come around this left-hander, Damata clips the rear of the Minardi, it spins around and breaks Damata's front wing. So that's going to be a trip to the pits for my teammate. Meanwhile, the front runners have caught up to me and are about to lap me. There goes Montoya and Coulthard. There are even more behind me. That's Raikkonen and Schumacher. I also see a Jordan in my mirrors, but they will have to wait until the next corner before I let them through. And I go wide again through here. That wasn't exactly how I planned that maneuver. Anyway, at the end of lap 19, I had to come in for fuel and tires. I'm still down in 19th, that hasn't changed since lap 1, and by this point I started noticing something interesting. The AI were not only faster than me through the corners, but they were also faster on the straight. So much so that I didn't stand a chance. My car just couldn't go fast enough for some reason. I don't know why that is. Regardless, I'll still try to finish the race. Lap 21 and I brake late into the chicane, forcing me to cut the track. But that's okay because it slowed me down even more. Not that it really matters now. Lap 29 and again I brake late for the chicane, and again I'm forced to cut across. Doesn't matter since the next car is around 50 seconds ahead. Lap 30 and I'm being lapped once again. There goes my teammate, and there's Kimi Raikkonen who I made contact with, flipping his car a couple of times, and now as I straighten out the car, I realize that my suspension is damaged. But then, Pitonia decides to crash into me, further damaging the car. It's all over. I can't even keep the car straight anymore. The suspension is just too damaged. And now for a replay of the incident. I crash into Raikkonen, causing me to lose control of the car, and we jump to the worst camera angle possible. Anyway, I try to make my way back to the track and crash into Pitonia next. So now I'm missing my rear wing and my suspension is all but useless. I think it's time to retire from the race. There's no reason to continue. And we're now on board with Mark Webber. Perhaps we can have a better look. Not really, no. But the collision with Pitonia was quite violent. I sent him into the barrier. So here I am coming into the pits to retire. There's really no sense in continuing. I've fallen too far behind. The car is a nightmare to control now, and it takes a long time to replace the rear wing. And of course I had to crash into that stupid girder. And now I'm missing a front left wheel. Worst day ever. Sorry I had to put you all through this. It wasn't exactly my intention to perform poorly. It happened nevertheless. And this is my fourth retirement of the season, the most I ever had in this series. That's quite embarrassing. And I do blame myself for the retirement. I should have just let Raikkonen lap me. I wasn't actually racing him. And then I rejoined the track without making sure there was no one behind me. So the retirement is completely my fault, and I take full responsibility for that. What I didn't have any control on was the performance of the car today. It just wasn't fast enough. Don't know why, but anyway, let's have a look at the standings.
At the end of an amazing Hungarian Grand Prix, here are the final results. Alonso first, Coulthard second, Schumacher third, Raikkonen fourth, Montoya fifth, Webber sixth. With the results confirmed, it's high time we updated the Drivers' Championship.
Michael Schumacher and Coulthard share the lead with 58 points. Alonso is second with 54 points. Montoya third with 52 points. We are in fourth with 46 points. Raikkonen is fifth with 43 points. Tamata sixth with 36 points. Ralf Schumacher seventh with 24 points. Heidfeld eighth with 20 points. Ralph Furman is ninth with 18 points. Button 10th with 16 points. Villeneuve 11th with 15 points. Justin Wilson is 12th with 14 points. Mark Webber 13th with 12 points. Mark Webber 13th with 12 points. Verstappen 14th with 7 points. Fisichella 15th with 6 points, Prenton and Pisonia share 16th with 5 points, and Barrichello is 17th with 3 points.
McLaren increase their lead at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Toyota are second, followed by the third place Williams.
McLaren lead the Constructors' Championship with 101 points. Our team is second with 82 points. Williams are third with 76 points. Ferrari fourth with 61 points. Renault are fifth with 54 points. BAR are sixth with 31 points. In seventh we have Sauber with 25 points. Jordan 8th with 24 points. Ninth Minardi with 21 points. And Jaguar are 10th with 17 points. So that was a pathetic excuse for a race. And with 3 races remaining, the pressure is on to try and stay within the top 5. And hopefully also keep the team in second as well. Our next race is the Italian Grand Prix, where I really hope our fortune will change. But until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to vote for next season's team, link in the description, and as always, stay sharp.